Good morning. Happy Thursday. So, yesterday you should have completed the Nearpod, and I know that for a couple of you, the Nearpod wasn't published when you went to check it. My apologies. So just go back to yesterday's folder. Everything should be published now, and you need to complete it. You guys are getting participation grades on that because there's a lot of notes and there's some interactive activities in there. But if you're skipping through those, then you get like 20%. And so that'd be really awful to get a 20% on something that you went through just because you skipped through a couple of the activities that were there. So you need to go back in and make sure that that Nearpod is correct. Those of you that have completed your quizzes from Thursday or Tuesday, I think it was, those grades are already in the grade book. You do have two different submissions. So if you take it once and you get a 60, you could take it a second time to try to improve your score. So make sure that you get that done, but you only have two attempts to do that. So if you fail it twice, sorry, that's the score you're keeping. So today we're going to take a break from tacos in space and we are going to move into choice reading. So if you click on choice reading instructions, you'll have the slide of what you need to do. So you have two different options. They're both opinion pieces, but the first one is about Harry and Meghan. So I forget. Harry is the him and Meghan left the UK. Meghan Markle, right? They're calling it a Megxit, and they're saying it's a crossroad for the UK on race. It's a whole thing, and how like they're like excommunicated now from they're no longer a part of the royal family. It's a big old deal. And the second one is lowering the voting age to 16 for federal elections. And that would mean a lot of you who are already 16 or are turning 16 before November 3rd would be able to vote. So that's a big deal as well. So the links for that are provided down here. So you just pick the one you want, you click on it, and you'll be able to open it up. And then on your article, I want you to color code for these things or annotate. You just highlight something and comment. But you know ethos, pathos, and logos at this point. If there's somewhere at the beginning that you want to kind of make yourself a comment about purpose, remember author's purpose is to plus the verb from your purpose chart. To inform, to explain, to propose a solution, to express something, any of those work. Expository elements, remember that umbrella slide we looked at? It had statistics or facts, anecdotes, definitions, etc. And then, of course, organizational structures, which we've been looking at on Monday and Tuesday of this week. So those are the places where you can go to find those notes. So let's say I wanted to read lower the voting age to 16. It's going to ask to make a copy so that it be yours and it will be in your Google Drive. So make yourself a copy, and then when you open it, it becomes a Google Doc, and then here's the link where it originally appeared. So you can always go back to the original source in case you need to. So let's say that I want to highlight this and I want to talk about author's purpose, okay? So this one might be to propose a solution for whatever the document says, right? And I'll press comment, and there you go, there's an annotation. If I want to talk about in the 1960s, if the country asks itself if young men can die in Vietnam, then shouldn't they be trusted with the right to vote? It's a really powerful rhetorical question. So I might look at this being logos. So that would be, I believe, green. Especially because it gives me a date, right? And then it's got some other things as well that I can continue going to color code. So this is just something you do with your annotations. Okay, and then when you're done reading your article and going through those 4 different elements, you're going to click on your attendance question for the day. And it says to choose one of the questions, okay? You don't have to do both. But based on your article, you're going to tell me what is the author's purpose for this text using your purpose chart and how do you know? Or you're going to tell me what is at least one appeal that you noticed and how does it support the writer's purpose. So you would pick ethos, pathos, or logos, or maybe 2 of them or whatever. And then how does it support the purpose? You'd still have to be able to tell me the purpose. So remember from your lesson on embedding evidence, you have to give attribution, meaning you need to provide at least the title of your chosen article. So you might say something like, in whatever the title of lowering the age, right? Lower the voting age to 16 for federal elections. The author's purpose is to blank. I know this because of all the other things that you noticed while you were annotating. So it's a simple question. It's not too much. You can really get this done in about 20 minutes with reading and annotating and answering today's question. And then tomorrow we'll work with this again. Tomorrow I will be live on Zoom, so I expect all of you to join our Zoom meeting tomorrow. That way we could talk a little bit about what was due this week and all of that. So you guys have been doing really good at reaching out to me on Schoology or an email or on Remind if you have any questions. And keep up the great work, okay? We'll see you guys on Zoom tomorrow. Have a great Thursday and be safe if you go to the game tonight. All right, go Broncos.